like eating food. I hate all the prep and clean time that comes with it. Lucky for me, we've got our sponsor, Factor. And if you go to factor75.com right now and use the code 50Bento at checkout, you can get 50% off your first box of Factor. What's Factor is a meal delivery service that sends you fresh, chef-crafted meals sent straight to your door, ready to eat within 2 minutes. Whether you're looking for something calorie smart, low carb, high protein, pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan, Factor's got you covered. Oh, and they even have new gourmet options for those of you with bougier taste that like things like lemongrass and broccolini and sirloin, the kingliest of meats. That's why they knighted him. Me personally, I prefer that lady loin, if you know what I'm saying. In just 2 minutes, I'll be enjoying this delicious chimichurri shredded pork. Just gotta give it a little bit of ventilation into the wave. 2, 0, 0. Start button. And while I'm waiting, have I mentioned that Factor also has delicious
cold pressed juices?
So you can slake your thirst and feed your hunger. Ah. Straight from Mother Earth, right to the tummy. I should probably savor these. They actually taste good. And like that, 2 minutes is up and my meal is ready. So thank you once again, Factor, for sponsoring this video. And make sure to go to factor75.com and use the code 50Bento at checkout for 50% off your first box of a delicious Factor meal. And now on to the video.
We love turtles.
We love turtles. I like turtles. Turtles are great.
God, I love being a turtle!
I love
We're
them.
talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie from 1990.
What were your guys' first exposure to the turtles?
I mean, they were kind of just around when I was a kid, and it was mostly just this movie.
It's weird because they're kind of eternal, but when I was a kid, Turtle Mania was running wild, brother. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were everywhere. I had a whole birthday where everything I got was just TMNT. Like that's TMNT, like just all of it. Like everything I got. Turtles. Turtle. 1990 budget. Do you know what the budget? I looked it up.
It was 60 million?
15.
15. You're right, yes.
15 million.
I was thinking
was the
modern
budget.
day.
And well, that's still really low for back
yeah.
then. Grossed 200.
This is one of the most successful independent films ever made.
It's crazy how much love and effort went into this movie because they didn't have to try that hard. Like they're making a movie that already had a popular franchise around it, and they went so hard.
Well, an independent film's not a misnomer. Like it was legitimately independently funded.
It's why there's a soft promotion for Critters in there as well, because that was another thing that the company had worked on. I was like, it's another low budget sci-fi movie, and I was just like, hey, another thing I love from my childhood.
Yeah, there's a lot of product placement. That's probably part of how a lot of how they paid for the movie.
Oh yeah. Product placement.
Yeah.
They're even zooming in towards it.
I think that's part of why this movie feels so different from other films like it in that era and after. It's just like it's a legitimate passion project.
Yeah.
And it feels like one.
Yeah, they take so many like artsy choices with like some shots that really don't matter. Like the insert shot of the dude talking on the phone. They show the hand picking up the phone and then they track it to his face.
Yeah.
They didn't have to do that.
Yeah. Doing that kind of shot is both cost effective and just look like great art to do it that way, because you save on film. You don't have to do another setup, so you don't have to waste your day.
You combine that with the fact that, like, you know, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are just a really fun, cool concept to begin with. And this movie, out of all of the like nostalgia movies we've gone back to watch, probably in my opinion holds up the hardest out of all
I
of
would
the
say
ones
that
we've
too.
watched.
Yeah, Jesse only saw this movie like last year or the year before.
Yeah.
And like you were like, that movie was great. That was
Yeah.
just a good movie.
That was just great. Like the cinematography rules. It's fun. There's not a moment where I'd be like, we could tighten this up or whatever. Because like there are some slow moments, but I personally liked when they took it slow.
Sometimes you
Like,
need a slow moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, the slow moments actually really work in this movie. Specifically the farmhouse, that's the one where it is obviously the slowest, but it allows you time to like really get to know the characters a bit more, because for many people, this was their introduction to the Turtles.
Yeah.
Because not everybody was watching the kids' cartoon, and even fewer people read the comics.
Oh yeah.
Most people probably knew them as a toy line.
Yeah. And this movie was like I think the first attempt to like actually try to combine like the influences of the animated show and the comics and put them together.
And they made it this like really solid action, almost noir kind of thing. It's really astounding how well it stands up.
People probably would have assumed, you know, like, oh yeah, it's like gonna be high key lighting, it's gonna be like real kiddie, but they chose low key lighting. They made it moody. Like it's almost more inspired by like the fucking Crow or Darkman.
That's a cool shot. Like I love the like that long shadow.
The lighting required to make it happen too is specific.
The fact that it cuts off there, like that's so good. The lighting team, god damn.
Every cool shot, I keep saying that's sick.
Yeah.
But like everything is sick in this movie.
Because the comics were basically a knock on Daredevil, and that's a fairly dark comic run.
Yeah.
And the Turtles are, you know, more fun and upbeat than that, but it still plays with that energy. It has the energy of, you know, those late 80s movies where, you know, crime is everywhere. You like, and we need RoboCop or something.
Yeah.
Like, it's not obviously not as bad as RoboCop's Detroit, but I mean, we start up on the hustle and bustle of New York City. You know, somebody picks a pocket, and then that wallet just gets kind of like handed around everywhere just to make sure nobody ever tracks it again.
And also the most obvious lift in the planet. Yeah, I'm the street kid. Your turn now, Shredder.
Instead of
it off to the Shredder.
And it ends up in the hands of the Foot Clan, who have a really fucking cool Paradise Island-esque, like, punk kid hangout. Like, it's legitimately like the coolest clubhouse in a movie that I've ever seen.
Come to think of it, is it ever clear what Shredder's like full plan is, or is it he's just building an army?
He's like Dom in the beginning of Fast and Furious. He's just stealing VCRs and wallets. Like, he's got this little orphan crime ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he has a plan for world domination, I didn't hear it. You know, we might have talked over it, but I don't remember that.
He's just grooming kids to be ninjas.
And to be fair, that's kind of about as far as it goes in the comics too. He runs the Foot, and they are, you know, they just control things behind the scene.
But sometimes he like has some sort of plan of like this is the goal at the end of this road.
Yeah, but this is like the starting point. He like the Hand that it's based off of in Daredevil.
Yeah.
It's a means to slowly but surely control the world. And obviously, as the comics and as the cartoons went in Turtles, there eventually becomes like these interdimensional, like super beings that he coordinates with. And obviously, you're not fitting Krang into this movie.
And again, the fact that it takes like those crime elements kind of seriously is just kind of fun. But it is also like, it's Pleasure Island from Pinocchio.
Yeah.
The kid smoking cigars.
Should I become a villain? Because this looks
This
sick.
fucking rocks. Maybe punk lifestyle isn't that bad.
And it's got so much personality. It's got like a little really dangerous skate ramp up at top, and the production design, again, like, oh my God, I gush about it every time, but when you look at
relatively
it
cheap but
and you
effective.
take the time to appreciate it, shit, it's great. Like, you just decorated a warehouse.
You know, everything is so pristine in movies nowadays, and it was nice that the Turtles were a little dirty, and the set was a little dirty. Like,
Oh, yeah,
it was
everything was
realistic.
dirty.
Everybody
And
was like a
wet.
little grungy, and there were some of the wettest people I have ever seen.
Everyone was wet and dirty.
And when you have Henson people like making sure their puppets look good, like they have texture, they look wet, they're trying to like enhance the visuals of the movie, as opposed to the next movie, which where they're just plasticky and they don't really feel like guys anymore. Like in this movie, it's silly, but they even with like you seeing the human mouths inside, sometimes they do feel like they're just guys in this world.
Yeah, I mean, we were noting that like Raph has a scar on him that is visible in a lot of shots. Like they have real personality, and the skin looks great.
Yeah,
like
and-
even with water.
Hey, Raph, where are you going? Out to a movie. That okay with you?
He's so Brooklyn.
The most Brooklyn of the Turtles.
It's very impressive how good the suits look while also being able to move. Like move the way how.
Yeah, they're dancing around, they're doing fight choreography, and obviously they have different heads that they swap out. They aren't using the animatronic heads when they're, you know, doing choreography. They'll usually be like kind of a static expression.
Yeah.
Very rarely do they show their seams. Like sometimes you'll see like weird folds in the mask.
But like that's the thing where like if they did a live action Turtles again, and decided to actually use suits that'd be relatively easy to remove digitally while maintaining the like suits and using suits to maybe enhance what the faces do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Spike Jonze doing where the wild things are.
I love how they just like slowly tease the turtles in this before showing you them.
Yeah. Sometimes that's how you do it.
It's like a monster movie. Like you show bits and pieces before you show like the actual full design.
They gotta tease the
You want
turtles.
it to be a reveal.
One of the impetus for like going back and watching this movie is the fact that the 35th anniversary of this movie is coming up. Feel old. And thinking about the fact that the Turtles as a concept have stood the test of time so much better than many of the things that would come after them.
Yeah.
Even Power Rangers has not stood the test of time like Turtles have.
No, yeah, like Power Rangers is still going, but like
But
you know,
not the same.
it's not full speed ahead the same way. Like the only 80s properties that like have had real staying power are My Little Pony, Transformers, and Ninja Turtles. And My Little Pony only because of one My Little Pony show. But nothing else is really like keeping a hold in terms of children's cartoons from the 80s.
Yeah.
Which
and
they shouldn't.
so consistently.
Yes.
Turtles have had a new cartoon or a new franchise every decade.
And every single time, it's just very good at reinventing itself and showing itself that it can just be the same, but also be new.
It's so weirdly timeless.
What Ninja Turtles has that like Transformers definitely doesn't have is very strong characterization and a focus on characters that you can actually explore and have an interest in.
Yeah, Optimus Prime is always Optimus Prime. I think the first time we've ever seen a different take on him is Transformers 1, and I think like a dozen people have seen that.
And Transformers 1 is actually really good.
It's very good.
Because it treats them like real characters.
I haven't seen a lot of the Transformers stuff, so I don't have a lot to compare it to, but with like My Little Pony and Turtles and stuff, I found that like humor seems to be a big key in it. Is if you make it funny, like if you update the jokes and stuff, that seems to be a key. This person understands why this is being updated for a modern audience. Because like that's why Brony's attached to the show, is because I was like, oh, this is actually cute and funny.
Match you for it?
1, 2, 3.
This is so fun.
Damn great. Whoa!
This movie fucks. Because you can be funny while keeping like a dark, cool undertone from what we've seen in this movie.
Comedy is one of the easiest ways to modernize something because comedy sensibilities are one of the things that change drastically as the years go on. Like some comedies can age in a good way. Many comedies do not.
But also like
I say as somebody who has written comedy that has not aged particularly well in certain places.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
but also this thing where comedies for kids keep getting smarter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're allowed to make Ninja Turtles comedy smarter. You're allowed to make it like more layered and like cleverer.
And that's one thing that really stands out about this movie is the fact that shut the fuck up, Dad.
I'm talking about cartoons with my
Talking
friends.
about the turtles. That's one thing that stands out particularly well in this movie is the fact that they didn't make it specifically for kids. Children can enjoy it for sure, but they gave it enough edge, enough substance that it's much more of a family movie.
Yeah. And I was noting the pacing just kind of goes. It
Yeah.
doesn't fucking. I could watch that as an adult in the theater probably and be like, oh, that was great. Was that for kids?
It's not so nonstop that it's exhausting, but it's also it doesn't drag.
Yeah.
And that's a great mix for a family movie.
They introduce plot elements like relatively seamlessly, but very quickly. Like you're introduced to the fact that the turtles stop crime because April O'Neil is heading out to her, apartment at the end of the night, and she gets mugged, and the turtles stop it. But like in pitch darkness, in the darkest part of New York, I guess, where there's only one light.
There was only one
Only one
light.
Got it.
Somebody stop this!
Jesus Christ.
I can stab you. Also, I'm a big mutant freak.
Yeah, they're not looking at the fucking weapon. They're looking at you.
Raph, who's having like a rough time of it, goes out and meets one of the weird highlights of the movie, Casey Jones. He's 90s level bad boy problematic.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, but you can tell that the casting for him was like, we need a Travis Bickle type. He looks like De Niro in so many shots.
But also like there's a little bit of like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, he's definitely got that Han Solo rogue, like,
Yeah.
excuse me, princess kind of vibe.
But a little bit more like street tough as well.
Oh shit, it's Casey Jones.
Oh,
You guys mind telling me what you're doing with my little green pal over there? Oh, who is the babe?
Dude, we don't really learn much about his backstory at
No,
all. You don't need to.
We have no motivation.
They
for
don't.
This man.
They don't even give the turtles' backstory until like a third of the way through the movie. Because you don't need it. Who cares? They're Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They live in the sewer. They eat pizza. They fight ninjas. Deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is part of like the charm that stands the test of time is I'm able to absorb this from the time period that it was made. So the little janky touches of like being able to see the seams and stuff like that, I don't care. I'm having fun. I love this movie. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not holding it to modern standards. I'm able to be like, you know what? This is part of the charm of it, is that they are big turtles, and the New York humor of it all, of everyone being totally unfazed, everything just going over their heads, of like this being weird at all. That's us as the audience being like, yeah, okay, I accept that these big turtles are family members and teenagers, and they fight crime and they eat pizza in the sewer.
What the heck was that?
Look like sort of a big turtle in a trench coat. You're gonna look out of here, right?
New York!
A lot of the like bias towards Raphael that like you sort of see online a lot of like Raphael was the best one, and if you disagree you're wrong, sort of, which is like a common take.
Yeah.
I think it's partially due to this movie, which actually puts a lot of emphasis on Raphael.
Yeah, he's definitely the one with the most stakes in the movie. He's the one that, kind of fucks up in the beginning by losing his sai. He's the one that's always going out there trying to prove himself. He's the one that blames himself the hardest when Splinter gets taken.
He and Leo are always tend to be the ones that are the most grounded in the story. Which I think is one of the mistakes, kind of some adaptations, and including this one a bit, where like
But it worked in
Donatello and
this one.
Michelangelo are kind of divorced from the story a lot.
They're relegated to kind of like the background, and we discussed the fact that the farmhouse scene was originally a lot longer because Michelangelo in the original draft, I believe, was having a much more explosive like reaction to Splinter being taken and like having this freak out, because there's a shot very early on when they're waiting for pizza when Donnie just walks up to him and is like, hey, do you think we'd be okay if Splinter wasn't here? And he just deflects. He's like,
Time's up. $3 off.
I love that he deflects the question there because he's not willing to consider that as a hypothetical.
And again, like it's one of those things where you can tell it's a passion project where like they're like, no, we can tell a story with this movie. Like it's like not high art, but it's art.
Things are so much better when the money people aren't in charge of like everything, just like control. Like so many good fucking movies and stories in general have just been ruined by money people stepping in and being like, well, we don't think this is marketable.
And this is a great example where like the sequel to this movie is immediately like this movie made a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
And so money people got involved in the next one. And then,
New Line Cinema was in like, hey, let's go.
Yeah. And so like they did things like they got rid of the director of this movie. They
got rid of the Jim Henson Company.
They got rid of the Jim Henson Company because they were too expensive. And then they like, the lighting is all even and nowhere near as moody.
They brought in Vanilla Ice.
Slamming and jamming to the new swing sound. Yeah.
I'll be honest, the Vanilla Ice Go Ninja Go Ninja Go
That's
is
fun. That's kind of fun. But like most of the movie's fucking boring. And like the fight scenes aren't very good because like they're like
the suits aren't good.
Well, parents kind of got freaked out like about them using any weapons. So
and Raphael said, damn.
So we're gonna find ways for them to not use their weapons ever. They just sort of hold them.
Which admittedly in this one, Leo never slices anybody or anything like that.
Yeah, but you don't notice because it's at least fun.
Yeah, they're only hitting people with like the blunt part of the weapons, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the most violent thing that happens is Casey.
Yeah, no, that's the one really wild part of the movie where Casey just straight up stone cold murders a man.
Yeah, if there wasn't a sequel, Shredder's just dead.
It would just be murder. Yeah.
Comes for you, for when you die, it will.
Feel bad.
Now here comes the wildest part of this whole movie to me.
Yeah.
Casey.
That is just murder, dude.
Casey!
Horrific murder at that.
Oh my god! If he survived, that's insane.
Well, he did.
How?
I don't know what the explanation was.
He got crushed
There's not a
inside
good
a
one.
garbage truck.
Okay. In this movie's defense, the scene in April's apartment where they can just kind of vanish, I buy that Shredder can get out because he's better than all of the turtles, clearly.
You know, that's fair. If he could like ninja poof himself out of the truck somehow.
Shredder's not a ninja.
Like he's the leader of a child soldier ninja
I guess
clan.
He's just so Shogun like samurai inspired. So my brain just goes, he's not a ninja.
The introduction of the Shredder with his like long cascading shadow, like that's very like Vader-esque. And I know he uses the "I am your father" line, but it's in a different context. So
He used the "I am your father" line, and then he also like does like oh, there's something familiar here, something I haven't felt since. Kind of like that vibe too.
The movie like reeks of Star Wars energy everywhere.
This is your family. I am your father.
You can't do that.
This is how cults work.
Yeah.
Somehow Shredder has returned.
Yeah. But it's one of those things where it's crazy how well it holds up, and it is because it is an independent movie.
Yeah.
There wasn't as much corporate meddling. Like,
So they got to just make a movie.
yeah, like a peek behind the curtain, I guess, when I was in the booth recording for Michelangelo for the Smite thing.
What kind of photos does a turtle take? Shelfies.
There was like a producer in there who was, just there to okay the lines and okay the voice and stuff. Just gotta make sure it's on brand. The script was good, but there were a few lines in there where it's like, I don't think Michelangelo would say this. And so they had me like, can you improv something? Like, can you just say something that he would say here? I was like, oh God. You want me to like live riff like turtle lines? Because I think one of the lines for like one of the specified taunts for a character is like, I'm gonna kick your rabbit. It's like, that seems a little violent for Mikey. So they're like, can we get that changed? I was like, oh, I want to totally pet your rabbit. And it's like, love it. And I'm like, oh, yay.
Oh, you just got shell-shocked.
There's so many fun things about the turtles that I just absolutely adore, but the characterization of them in the movie, clearly Leo and Raph do get the lion's share of the attention.
As they often do.
They did spend some time because Mikey is the one that's like, avoiding problems. He's the most immature of them. And they even had a scene where Donatello was fixing up a truck. So it's like, yeah, he does do machines. Donatello had the least amount of lines because he was played by Corey Feldman, the get of the movie.
We can stunt cast one role. Let's make it the role that talks the least. Donatello. All right.
Yeah, this is one of those movies that's like, how did we get movies that were worse than this now in modern day? It's like, we did it. This is a good movie.
It's why it stands up so well is because, like, if it came out now, like, if they do a theatrical re-release of this movie, I'd go see it, frankly.
Yeah.
Like, for the 35th anniversary.
A good film probably looks pretty good.
Yeah. The fact that it holds up so well because the practical effects look great, the set design is great, the lighting is great.
Superman punch connecting.
Yes. What the fuck?
California roll.
That's awesome.
And the shot choices, they aren't just like static shot, reverse shot. They do a lot of creative, fun things.
Yeah.
They treat it like a legit action film and like a kind of a crime film, and that gives it personality. As opposed to what, like a corporation would be like, well, you gotta make it like a kid's movie, So like,
Maybe I'm answering my own question then.
Why
I'm
aren't
like,
they
why
farting?
aren't they?
Like-
Yeah, you need 2 fart jokes minimum because it's for kids and they're dumb.
Yeah.
We can't treat them like they're smart. We gotta make this kids movie dumb.
I mean, like every big movie now for families is like has a fucking over $100 million budget.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'm answering my own question. It's like, why
And
are
it gets
movies
noted
worse
to
than
death.
this? It's the fucking money, people.
It reminds me of, we got a lot of flack for our Sonic 3 review, despite thinking that that's the best Sonic movie thus far.
We had
fine.
critiques of it, so obviously we hated it.
Clearly. But it does exemplify the fact that there was a lot of like gaggishly immature humor, which fits Sonic to a point. But it also takes away from things like when Live and Learn is going on and that whole scene with Shadow and Sonic flying through space, you're like, hype, yeah! And then it cuts to a shot of like Jim Carrey spanking himself. It's like, funny, but like, it just kind of took me out, Like, this movie doesn't do that as much.
Oh, you're gonna say something though.
Out of context, I was about to say, I actually liked the spanking. But now we can't say that because someone's gonna check that out.
Well, you said it.
You said
And now
it.
it's in the video.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God.
Well, where are the keys?
Oh my God, I love New York.
I love that moment, just like processing. Okay.
All right, I processed.
New York, baby.
I thought their dad was gonna be another turtle. I really did.
I really expected turtle.
fart jokes are so rare to actually be like, that was funny to me, that I could count 3 of them in my life that I have liked.
Yeah.
People overuse them, I
The
think.
bean scene in Blazing Saddles is the one I think of. I'm like, that's pretty fun.
I haven't seen it, strangely. But it's like one of those classics like Airplane and stuff where it's like, I should see Blazing Saddles.
It's also one of those comedies where Blazing Saddles holds up very well, but it still does have like it's purposefully problematic humor is the thing though.
I expect
kind of
that.
kind of the point of it.
Yeah. Like I haven't seen Tropic Thunder, but I would go into it being like, okay, this is on purpose.
Tropic Thunder, I think when you're actually paying attention to what the movie's saying, surprisingly
very good.
holds up as well.
Very
Cool,
good.
okay. Well, good to know.
Yeah.
Because the things are problematic. The guy is supposed to be doing something problematic.
That's what I heard.
That's
yeah.
the bit.
Yeah.
It kind of seemed like an iceberg thing where it's like, this is good, this is bad, now
Now,
it's
people-
good again.
people can still think
need,
that
you
wasn't-
need to you need to have
Yeah.
media literacy.
People can still think that commentary wasn't worth doing the offensive thing that it did, and that's entirely fair and valid as an opinion. As long as we're like recognizing that that is
Yeah.
the purpose it's serving. And you can still think it's bad.
Exactly.
Like,
This movie, not so much of that. I think they had like one homophobia joke that was
But it was actually
layered.
it was
but
kind of funny
fine.
though.
As a queer person, I thought it was funny because it's a double joke. Like,
Yeah.
it's
It's not
there's
like- it's
two
not like-
misunderstandings.
he's stupid.
They weren't insulting gay people. They were making fun of Casey Jones for being dumb.
You're a claustrophobic.
You want a fist in the mouth? You've never even looked at another guy before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I like that. We
Yeah,
should make fun of
Claustrophobia? Hey, I'm not afraid of. I'm perfectly straight.
Yeah, I never even looked at another guy.
I never even looked at another guy.
Like a manhole cover that size would probably weigh about like, I don't know, 70 pounds.
What's the matter, Casey? Afraid of a little manhole? No, no.
I like the idea of a guy being insecure, but in the way where if someone says you're afraid, if a guy's like, I'll fuck a guy right now.
Yeah.
I'll prove it to you. I'm not afraid.
Like, and he's not even gay. He just like wants to prove he's not afraid.
But yeah, no, I think that's a great example, like just from comedy construction. Like, yeah, if you're having someone like mishear a word, it's funnier to have there be multiple levels of separation from the word that they've actually heard.
Yeah, a crazy good movie, holds up immaculately well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good movie, good.
What are your thoughts on the Turtles? Who's your favorite?
Who's your favorite turtle?
Should we watch the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles?
Oh God,
Where our friends look bad and scary.
my shell's tightening.
That's a line in the movie.
Go ninja, go. Wait, TURTLE power.
I actually liked the spanking.